Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the refrigerator door gasket in a Kenmore refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a putty knife. When you open out the package, you're going to get a new refrigerator door gasket. The refrigerator door gasket provides the airtight seal, preventing warm air from getting inside the compartment. A bad seal could cause a higher than normal temperature inside the compartment, blocking off the interior airways and the door to not completely close. If you are experiencing any of these problems, check the door gasket and replace it if needed. To get to the part, we need to open the fresh food door. Before we go into the replacement of the old gasket, I highly recommend you to place a new one right there on the door and make sure that this is the correct gasket we received. Alright, so we got a good gasket, so we now going to remove the old one. There are two ways to remove the old gasket. First, you cut it in half using a knife and then pull it straight out to avoid the break in the lining. Or you can just pull it straight out without, because we have a long side, we can pull it out carefully not to break the lining. If it's going to be a little bit jamming, you can use the putty knife or the screwdriver to break loose the foam inside, and then you can still pull it out. Avoid pulling it this way. Then you're going to definitely break the lining. So we're going to do without cutting. Pull it straight out. Do not pull it this way because you're going to break the lining. I'm going to help with putty knife. And I'm going to go to the opposite side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the putty knife and I'm going to cut through at the bottom here. And I'm going to grab it and pull it. And then the top. And we're going to move down to the bottom. Okay, we removed it. This is the old refrigerator door gasket next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. Alright, so this is the inner portion of the gasket. And as you can see, it has a little lip here that is going to go inside beyond that door lining. Turn it around. I'm going to start mounting the gasket from the top corners. I'm going to use the putty knife to pry it a little bit off the metal portion. So then insert the gasket into the opening. And then I'm going to do the lower portion of the corner. All right, and move to the opposite side. Pull it slightly and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to place putty knife in and I'm going to install the corner. and we push in the top portion. All right, now we're going to install the sides. I'm going to continue installing the gasket into the seam. I'm going to use the putty knife. All right, I'm going to stop right before I'm hitting the corner, going to the opposite side, and I'm going to repeat the same procedure. And now the bottom. We're done with installation. Now we need to see how the door gasket is fitting there. So let's open the freezer door and close the fresh wood door, and we're going to check how the gasket fits in there. Is there any openings? In our case, it's good. You can run your finger and press the gasket against the cabinet. Remember, there's the magnet inside. In case if there would be little openings, you can use the heat gun on the low setting temperature and heat the gasket. Don't melt it. Heat the gasket. It's going to be softer and it will shape up much faster. Also, what you can do is put some petroleum jelly, thin layer, around the gasket and close the door tight and keep it closed for several hours. Best if you can do it overnight. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.